Number 8, Roy Dickinson, already charging down midfield. Leeds will want to command the centre of this ground. They've got a big enough pack to do so. Neil Hay going through. He's got the line. Oh, but an excellent tackle. An excellent tackle from young Widnes wingman Joe Lydon. But the touch judge, Mr. Mason, he's already on the field for an off-the-ball incident on John Holmes when he passed that ball. And Stanwell says the use of an elbow. Well, we said he was a determined referee, and John Holmes obviously took a short-arm tackle, the use of the elbow, hit him in the jaw as he passed that ball. And Leeds electing to have that young number 7, Mark Conway, to take the kick. Well, it created a big surprise when the league's leading point scorer, Kevin Dick, was dropped for this young man. And Leeds already placing a lot of responsibility on him here to take this goal. It's a difficult one. He already kicked 2 goals in the 3rd round at Barrow. It's out on the touchline. But if he could get this one over, it would certainly give this youngster the confidence he needs. It's looking good, just underneath. So the score still remains at no points each. And they've won the ball. No, an offside. Well, Ian Wilkinson, Leeds centre, caught offside immediately in front of the post. Good piece of refereeing from Stan Wall. Very often centres try to encroach up beyond the mark. He turned his back, had a good look and spotted him. And so it's what should be a very, very simple kick for Widnes' full-back Mick Burke. Since his signing from Waterloo Rugby Union Club 3 seasons ago, this man certainly proved his worth, scored well over 1,000 points for the Widnes club. And here's the possibility of another 2 more. And it is. So, Widnes go into the lead by 2 points to 0. A fortunate drop ball for Widnes there, took good advantage of it. Oh, and a good ball to Burke. Oh, well, ridiculous. That was obviously a trick decision. There was no need for any fisticuffs from Kevin Tamati. And meanwhile, number 12, Kevin Rain, he's on the floor, obviously suffered from that punch.
If you watch this, the ball's moved quickly along the line, the Widnes line. Lovely ball from Andy Gregory. Now just watch Widnes number 6. There's a trip here. Now just watch the Widnes number 6, Tony Myler. Yes, definitely sends the boot in, and was very lucky not to walk for that.
Yes, so I think we can say Widnes have had the Christmas box off the referee there. And it's a long kick for Mick Burke, but he's a very powerful lad, fully 15 stone, this full-back. Just inside the Leeds half. Well, it's got the length, but not the direction. Score still remains. Widnes 2, Leeds 0. Oh, and a good ball. Still going, good touch. Well, a good run from that experienced campaigner, Alan Smith. Many felt that this wingman was in the retirement stage, but he comes up in these big games to prove it. And it's Leeds ball. John Holmes making play again. Interesting styles at stand-off for both teams. John Holmes more a creator of play, mover of the ball, and Tony Myler, that Widnes number 6, more an individualist. Here's Holmes again. pressure on now. "15 yards from this Widnes line. David Ward. Oh, looking for the gap. Oh, what a good tackle by Widnes Kevin Tamati. 6th tackle coming up. Holmes again. Oh, still Holmes. Neil Haig. Leeds early moving this ball about. Oh, and a beautiful pass to Wayne. Andy Smith going for that line. Oh, what a good tackle. Well, my word, didn't the Leeds put some pressure on this Widnes defence? But Widnes tackling certainly sure, certainly sound. And it's a scrum down, 5 yards from the Widnes line. Well, he's a bit like a fighting turkey cock, this lad on the wing. And a penalty. Yes, for a high tackle. A head-high tackle from Tamati. He's already had 3 penalty attempts. And I think he'll need this for his confidence. And he gets it.
Well, this is what the incident was for. A quick play the ball from Leeds. Just watch Keith Rains here. He drives in, and Kevin Tamati, who's had a couple of high tackles and gets penalised, and rightly so for that tackle.
David Heron. Good tackling from this Widnes side. Still going. Youngster Conway, Heron. Looking for the gap, probing, prodding. But there's no way through. Those 3 white Widnes shirts envelop him. And I do feel that Leeds at this stage, I think, will be well advised to put an up and under in or a little kick through to break the cover.
Surprised there, but they're here on the attack at the moment. A super play from Keith Rains, but the problem is at the moment Widnes are tackling so well and keeping them out.
6th tackle, 1 tackle to go. Oh, and a good ball to David Heron. Is he over? No, tackled a yard short. Once again, Mick Burke, like a rock at fullback. Stopped David Heron a yard from that line. No way through. Tackle by Eddie Cunningham on young Mark Conway. A minute to half-time. And another punch. A stupid punch. A minute to half-time. Leeds piling on the pressure. It's 30 yards out and just to the right of the post. Lofted it high, and it's there. Yes, an excellent goal for Leeds, and might well those Leeds spectators seem delighted. It edges them in the lead. Youngster Conway, a lot of pressure on him, and now into injury time. His first half, Leeds 4 points to 2. Widnes forward Kevin Tamati, Maori from New Zealand. He's had what you could call an interesting game so far. I know he's an amateur boxer, but he's certainly put a bit of practice in here this afternoon. 1 or 2 of these Leeds forwards. Hope Joe Buckner's not watching. Good tackle from number 9, Keith Elwell on David Heron. 10 yards from this. Oh, well. A penalty. Yes. A very good decision there from referee Stan Wall. The crowd were complaining about him, they were roaring, but he waited for advantage to see if Leeds could score from that kick. He knew it was obstruction, and here's another chance for Leeds to go further ahead. It's immediately in front of the posts. A simple kick for Conway. He kicked 2 goals in the 3rd round at Barrow that took Leeds into this semi-final. He's already got 2 here, and this, I'm sure, should be an easy 3rd. And it is. so with 4 minutes gone, although we haven't had a try, this young lad, Mark Conway, his 3 goals, keep Leeds in the lead by 6 points to 2.
Well, this is what the penalty was for. A lovely ball here, and Keith Rains puts a little chip above. Just watch Stephen Heal. There's no problem what he's going to do. You shall not pass.
Roy Dickinson. Rain. Oh. Well, it looked a high tackle, and it's that man Tamati again, and he's got the ball. And meanwhile, the Leeds player, I'm afraid, is lying flat out on the ground. Keith Rain. What a scrum yard. Well, the referee, Stanwall, seems the only calm man on the game at the moment.
Well, this is a tackle. They say this is not a hard tackle, but just watch this. It's a real cruncher. No wonder he's gone down on the floor.
Number 15, Widnes substitute, Keith Newton, a young lad, got plenty of speed, and I think this is a shrewd move. He's putting a youngster on with speed and bringing off number 11, Kevin Tamati. I think Dougie Lawton thinks that this man's been in a few bruising battles and he could get himself sent off. He doesn't want to end up with 12 men. That's a very shrewd substitute. How are we going to score? They've been on the line, to the line, and still not over it. Dickinson, Holmes. Oh, and here's a break. He's going himself. Oh, he's passed it straight to Cunningham. And Joe Lydon now, he's got the room. He's going the full length of the field. Play on, says referee Stanwall. Tony Bird picking up. Oh. And Gregory's complaining. Play on, says referee Wall. And a penalty. Well, I think Widnes were a little upset at the tackle on Joe Lydon, the wingman. But there's one thing in this game, you've got to carry on play, you've got to carry on playing. And it was certainly a heavy tackle, but referee Stanwall has penalised Widnes for argument.
Well, this is the break. Looks like Leeds are going to fire it over here and score, but just watch Joe Lydon. Eddie Cunningham picks the ball up. He throws the ball out to Joe Lydon. Now just watch this. Was this late or was it not? I think it was. Just watch, he kicks, and bang, that was the one, the second man in.
Widnes, of course, must score twice if Conway can kick this. And he does. It's clean between. And so the experiment, Robin Dewhurst, the coach, in playing this youngster, is paying off. He looks calm, he looks controlled, and his kicking takes Leeds to 8 points to 2 in their favour, hoping to possibly inject that extra yard of pace. Adams. Oh, here's a chance! Oh, beautiful dummy from Mike Adams. We talked about his experience, a yard from the Leeds line. Prescott. The last tackle, the 6th tackle coming up. Cunningham, a nice chip through. Oh.
Well, this has been coming from Widnes. Just watch Mick Adams here, sells a dummy, and how far is he short? He can't be a whisker off there, can he?
Oh, and Conway spotting a gap. Well, he's got a clear field, Burke to beat, over the top. Play on, says referee Wall. Well, the crowd were looking for a trip, or whether young Conway lost his footing, but certainly Widnes will be relieved to have the ball in their hands.
Well, this one will be talked about in the pub. Just watch young Conway. Does Mick Burke, does he stick his leg out? And I think he may have done.
Kevin Rain, one of the Rain twins. John Holmes, Leeds, piling the pressure on. Les Dill. Tony Burke, going like a steam train down the middle. He's only got Burke to shift. Oh! And another yard from the line. Leeds pressure now. Young Conway. Good try from Conway. 6 tackle coming up. Tony Burke. And an interception from Gregory. Oh, and he's coming away. Well, certainly Widnes are not giving this game up without a fight. 6 tackle coming up. David Ward. But no, and there's the hooter. And there's the man of the match, number 8. Roy Dickinson leaps in the air. And how well Leeds owe much to that man and his pack. Well, Alec, no tries, but a fine game nevertheless.
Well, I think it's been a super game, a super semi-final, and I think Leeds justifiable winners. I think they've earned their place in the final, and it shouldn't put down to a great final.
Well, yes, Leeds have wasted 10 seasons for their second John Player final appearance, and they got the left foot of young Mark Conway to thank for that. 4 penalty goals in that 8-2 win over Widnes.